She never thought you'd actually walk away. She assumed you'd always be there, waiting, watching, hoping. In her mind, you were the fallback, the safe place, the man she could leave and come back to when life got quiet again. But something happened. Something she never saw coming. You stopped. You stopped chasing. You stopped watching. You stopped needing her approval to feel whole. And when you did that, when you finally let go, something inside her shifted. It wasn't sadness at first. It was confusion, then shock, then something deeper, regret, because now, she's not sure whether she lost the man she knew or the man you've become. If you're hearing this, chances are you've been through something. Maybe you're still in it right now. That silence, that emotional fog, that painful space between detachment and clarity. Or maybe you're already rising, rebuilding, becoming. Either way, this message is for you. There comes a moment in every man's life where everything begins to change, not because she came back, not because she apologized, not because you got closure, but because you stopped emotionally chasing someone who let you go. Not just texting, not just checking in. I mean the deep kind of chasing, overthinking, replaying conversations, decoding her silence like it's some secret message. That's the part that drains you. But when you finally wake up and say, no more, that's when it starts. No more reading into her silence. No more checking her story views. No more letting her emotional availability dictate your worth. That's the shift. And it's powerful. It doesn't need a grand speech. It doesn't need a dramatic goodbye. It starts quietly in your mind, in your heart. You reclaim the mental and emotional space she once occupied, and you pour that energy into yourself, your body, your goals, your peace. And that shift, she feels it. Maybe not consciously at first, but women are more perceptive than we often realize. Suddenly, something feels different to her. Your warmth, gone. That invisible thread she once tugged on to get your attention, it's no longer there, and that messes with her more than you think, because whether she genuinely cared, or just liked the power your attention gave her, it's gone now. And emotional power is like oxygen. You only notice it when it's missing. That's when she starts asking questions, not to you, but to herself. Did I misjudge him? Did I think he'd always be there? Did I assume he'd stay broken? And here's the key. She's not just seeing who you were, seeing the man you're becoming. The version of you she didn't expect. The one she no longer has access to. See your silence? It isn't passive. It isn't weakness. It's clarity. It's strength. It's self-respect. Most men are never taught this, not by their fathers, not by their friends, certainly not by society. We're taught that consistency and emotional openness are strength, and they are, but only when they're respected. Because when someone assumes you'll always be emotionally available, they stop valuing it. You become background noise. But when you go quiet, not out of anger, not to play games, but because you finally chose yourself, everything changes. She doesn't know how to read you anymore. She used to know exactly how to trigger a reaction. Now, silence. She sends a message and gets no response. She checks your profile and finds no BREADCRUMBS. She feels it, not rejection, but replacement. You didn't fill the space with someone else. You filled it with purpose. That's the shift. You're no longer revolving around her. You're revolving around you. And the best part, you didn't do this to get her back. You did it because you finally saw your worth. And when a man makes that shift, it shakes the entire emotional structure she built in her mind. She thought you'd wait. She thought you'd break. She thought you'd come back. Instead, you grew quietly, powerfully, privately. You didn't chase. You didn't explain. You didn't beg for closure, because you no longer needed it. You gave yourself what she couldn't give you, peace. And now whether she reaches out or stays silent, she knows. She knows you're not the same man she left. She knows you're not hers to reach anymore. And that realization, That's the loudest silence she'll ever hear. You've outgrown the version of you that needed her. You're not just healing, you're evolving. And that evolution, it doesn't need an audience. It's not for show, it's for you. So if you've felt this shift, if you've stopped orbiting her world and started building your own, if you've turned your pain into purpose,